Hello, dear friends. There are many plans in human heart, but only the divine plan is realized. Proverbs 19:21. Opinion piece. Divine protection. We are intervened. Cosmic providence. Disclosure will start. This will stop shortly. Protection will continue. Controlled environment. Direct divine intervention. They continually stop attacks. There will be no soft disclosure. Let's start. Divine providence is the wise and loving care that the Creator has for His creation and His creatures, guiding events towards a final purpose, which is the ascension of humankind and the realization of His divine plan. This interaction does not annul human free will or the responsibility of the law of karma, where each one reaps what he sows. The Supreme Being allows people to act freely, but at the same time guides the final result to fulfill His purposes. If He opens, no one can shut. If He shuts, no one can open. Revelation 3:7. According to Galactic Commander Valiant, Thor, thousands of motherships are hovering over Earth right now. The eradication will be ongoing until all the wicked humans, off-worlders, and realm hoppers are driven out and cannot return again. All in quotes. The protection of humankind will continue after the war is over. There is space defense around the planet, with Gate 10 being the only entrance and exit. There is no escape for evil. The defense will continue to surround Earth in case of other unknown arrivals, in which case my families will eradicate them immediately. More of my family are on their way and will remain in orbit for hundreds of years to protect Earth until humans have full capacity and the space weapons to protect Mother Gaia and humanity. This is good news for all of humanity who knows we are here and out there. The problem in the future is going to be with extremely religious humans, because disclosure could destroy their lives. Disclosure will begin with all of my staff family records that have been hidden from humankind under the Vatican. Watch for that in the near future, and then prepare for the massive amount of information that will follow. There will be no more soft disclosure, because humans have been deceived about all of the things we were taught concerning Earth's history and its civilizations. This will stop shortly, because humans can handle it. Divine intervention. Every day I get asked, why didn't the Galactic Federation stop such a thing from happening? The Galactic Codex doesn't authorize them to intervene directly, but they have saved our asses many times. The world would have been destroyed long ago without outside help. The good news is that they are now authorized to intervene more than before. Why doesn't the Galactic Federation stop things from happening? Kabamur asks. This is our planet. They don't control Earth or any other planet. If they did, there would be even more complaints. They have protected us from destruction many times and stopped many dark plans, but they are not here to take away anyone's problems, save us from evil, or hinder free will. They help us without interfering in our decisions. It has always been about our decisions. We are souls, not bodies. The soul never dies. The body is temporary. Don't get caught up in 3D dualistic thinking. We are safe. They don't save us because it's about us saving ourselves by awakening to our true authority over evil. What is to be awakened? Learning to live with inner peace, to choose morality and integrity, even though there is a concept of evil that cannot be defeated in duality. They continually stop attacks and disasters that we never hear about. They try to teach us to choose love instead of fear. Help. When would Earth and humans be without galactic help? Kavamu asks, humankind didn't evolve alone to this point. There was an evolution to the missing link and then genetic enhancement. We are in a controlled and safeguarded environment. If their help had not improved the pre-humans struggling to survive, they would soon have become extinct and no one would ever have known. Without their help, there would be no protection from external threats and no regulation of dark entities on Earth. Life is reincarnated on each planet, but without their help there would be no guidance or healing for the native souls of Earth between lives. Without their help there would be no starseeds who came as teachers to raise the frequency. There would have been no Jesus, no Buddha, no angels, no ascended masters. Without their help there would be no ascension. Humans would need to evolve for thousands more of years to reach unity consciousness. You may not know anything about the Galactic Federation yet, but it cannot be overemphasized how much they have done for us. Soon the world will understand everything. Answers. According to Kavamur, soon you will have the answer to every important question that has ever been asked. Human origins, supernatural mysteries, spiritual beliefs, UFO sightings, the future of humankind, etc. The great reunion or meeting is coming, and you will experience it. If you are feeling depressed or grumpy, please hang it there. I know you want to go home. I'm not going to lie. Things will get a little darker before the shift. I know we are close enough for everyone alive now to make it. Be strong, be brave. It will be worth the wait. Pole shift according to Kavamur. Those who spread fear of global cataclysms are unaware of the forces of light that protect us. The Galactic Federation will prevent major cataclysms so that we can focus solely on our everyday challenges. There will be no pole shift disasters, meteorite impacts, supervolcanoes, mega earthquakes, or UFO false flags. All you have to do is to focus on what is in front of you. They will take care of the rest. How do archangels fit into the Galactic Federation? Kavamur asks. They are all Elohim. There are thousands of archangels helping us unseen along with the galactic races. There are thousands of archangels in starseeds incarnated now along with millions of starseeds from galactic races. You could say we are all made in the image of the archangels. They are not members of the Galactic Federation, but played a role in its creation. They don't have a home planet. They travel alone through space or in ships, continually helping those in need. Ukraine. The Times reveals that Ukraine has 50 attacks missiles. Biden will authorize Kiev to use British Storm Shadows against Russia, according to the Times. Turkey sees the decision to authorize Ukrainian attacks inside Russia as incorrect. Russia confirms the first Ukrainian attack with ATACMS missiles against the military installation on its territory. Russia assures that Ukraine has launched its first attack with American missiles in Bryansk. The Kremlin accuses the US of adding fuel to the fire by authorizing Ukraine to use long-range missiles. Spain and the US closed their embassies in the face of an imminent attack. Antonio Guterres asks the G20 to take a step forward for peace in Ukraine and Gaza. Why Ukraine's use of US missiles against Russia will not be a turning point? The US authorization for Ukraine to use long-range American missiles to strike deep inside Russia is undoubtedly an escalation of the conflict, declared a Chinese blogger nicknamed Bonu Kechi. However, this does not constitute a threat of a third world war, since Moscow will give a measured response, he adds. USA. Trump may not have to pull the trigger on tariffs, economist says. Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation chairman resigns, paving the way for Trump's banking reform. Minnesota judge faces felony charges for allowing unregistered people to vote. Trump to use military to deport undocumented immigrants. The battlefield is just weeks away from Trump deploying uniformed personnel to deport millions of people. According to Mike Adams, Trump has promised to declare a national emergency and deploy the military to find and deport more than 10 million illegals. China. China breaks a record for electric car production with a 34% increase. Scientists in China conduct an experiment with quantum cryptography. Chinese scientists develop a 6-legged robot to explore the moon. Thailand legalizes same-sex marriage, likely to bring in a flood of tourists. Europe. Germany denounces sabotage of 2 submarine cables in the Baltic Sea. Finland, Sweden, and Lithuania investigate damage to submarine cables and do not rule out sabotage. Protest in the UK against the reinstatement of an inheritance tax on large estates. The European central banks warn of the risks of trade tensions for financial stability in the Eurozone. Spain. Sanchez will donate 400 million euros to the World Bank. Angry residents in Valencia feel abandoned after historic floods. Tens of thousands of people protest to demand the resignation of the president of the Generalitat Valenciana for his management of deadly floods. French farmers lift the blockade of the highway at the Spanish border. King Philip VI is asked in Valencia about Sanchez's absence and responds, "Everyone is where they have to be." Where he have to be. Very diplomatic answer. Home purchases soared by 41.5% and reached the highest figure for 17 years. Spain registered 320,656 births in 2023, 24% less than 10 years ago, and the lowest figure since 1941. The Crypto Spain businessman tells the judge that he paid 100,000 euros to Alvise Perez in exchange for future favors. El Corte Inglés is looking for 6,000 workers for the Christmas campaign. Americas. The US recognizes Edmundo González Urrutia as president-elect of Venezuela, officially. Sheinbaum proposed a plan for global reforestation at the G20. Lula angers Europeans by cutting off G20 discussion on Ukraine. Lula da Silva proposes a global alliance against hunger and poverty at the G20. Colombia resumes energy sales to Ecuador. National emergency declared in Ecuador due to forest fires. More than 120,000 people affected in Honduras after the passage of Tropical Storm Sara. Milei seeks a free trade agreement with the US. Milei claims that the Argentine economy is flourishing and that wages the outpacing inflation. Argentina's country risk fell below 1,000 points and the fault is moving away. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.